Today we'll be looking at the chop. The chop, or chunk as it was once called, is a percussive technique on bowed string instruments that involves making a chunking sound with the bow against the strings. The first thing I tell anyone who wants to learn the chop is to unlearn everything you've ever heard about bow technique. We're embracing that grit and that crunch, the exact opposite of what you'd normally be doing as a violinist. Starting with some technique, we're going to turn our bow outward instead of inward. So we're going to push the hair away from us. You can try this pushing motion. We're going to angle the bow also so that the frog is further out. Our bow is angled like this. Try this pushing motion again. Hear the scrape. This is where the chop sound comes from. All good chops happen at the frog. Staying as low as possible, getting the maximum amount of friction that we can. So listen as I first do some chopping in really slow motion. It's going to sound scrapey. Now we'll speed it up. Using our wrists and our fingers, we're going to throw the bow down at the strings. Remembering all the technique from earlier, the tilting, the pushing out, and we're going to push forward using our wrist and fingers to drop the bow. It's important to remember to have a good bow hold during this. If we get too stiff, then we can't make any good sounds. You can also get a chop sound when you remove the bow from the string. Just reverse all the motions we just did. When we go down, we push, and when we come up, we pull. This is a backwards scrape. If we were making a groove, the down would be the kick, and the up would be the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Experiment with where you put your bow too, closer to the bridge or closer to the fingerboard. It's different sound qualities. Much higher and much deeper. Experiment with where you put your bow on the strings. Higher sounds on the E string, down on the G string, a much lower, choppier sound. Once you have a good handle making the sound, try out some different rhythms and add in some notes in between. A good exercise to do is 2 notes, 2 chops. Practice by playing along to your favorite tunes and with a metronome. I hope you're ready to be your own drummer. You've got this. Have fun.